video we're going to talk about how to operate the Juggler Lighting Desk from 088. You will see along the top we have a row of 12 faders, and this corresponds to 12 dimmer channels that hopefully you'll have tucked away somewhere. And so as we fade up channel number 1, we'll get the light that's plugged into dimmer channel number 1. Same when we do number 2, and all the way down to number 12. And we can fade up several lights at once, and then this is controlled by our master here at the end. Now this is called preset A, or as you can see there's a red line across it, but obviously when you're in the dark operating a show you can never see these little red lines, so we call it preset A. Next to that we have the master for preset B, which refers to this bottom row, but you'll see that preset A is at 10 when this is right at the top. Preset B is at 10 when it's at the bottom. So at the moment I can fade things whatever I want on preset B and nothing happens. Whereas preset A, which is at 10, this is on the live preset, and so things will happen. In any performance the lights need to change. So by using the presets we can move from scene to scene, and we can make it much easier for ourselves rather than trying to manipulate lots of faders at once. So if we assume, for example, that in scene number 1 we want this light to be shown, and in scene number 2 we want this light to be shown, we can just fade between them like this. Or what we can do is use the second preset, and we can set up on the second preset the lantern we want to move to. And you will see at the end we've got 2 preset masters, and by sliding the 2 together we change from one preset and back to the other. Now you'll see above the preset masters we have this knob here, which is referred to the fade time knob. And what we can do using this is to set an automatic time for the crossfade to happen. So if we select about 5 seconds, move the 2 together smartly, and it will crossfade itself automatically. And this just makes things look a little bit more professional. It also enables you to set some really, really long times. So obviously we can't do that now because that would make the most boring video in the world. But you can go up to 5 minutes, so if you wanted to do a slow sunrise or a sunset, or a long scene change over a period of time, you can do that using this knob, and you don't have to stand there trying to sort of slowly inch it across. Along the bottom of the desk you will see a row of flash buttons. Under normal circumstances these are disabled. You can press them and nothing will happen. But if you select the flash master at the top, and you'll see the little LED now comes on. As you press the button it brings the channel up to full. Very useful if you want to pretend you're doing rock and roll lighting, or you want that sudden dramatic lighting effect. Now one of the very useful features of this desk is the ability to play a sequence or a chase. Now in order to do that, the first thing you do is you press and hold down the sequence button for about 2 seconds, and you'll see this little red light comes on. We then use the shift button to give the sequence a number. So we're going to say we'll make this sequence number 1, and if you look in the corner of this little LED screen you see there's a tiny little red dot come on. That means that memory at the moment is an empty memory, so that's free and available. So the first step of our sequence, we want that light to come on. So we press that. So we then move on to the second step of our chase. And as you can see this has now automatically moved on to step number 2. We press that. The display has moved on to step number 3. And we press that. So when you've finished programming all the steps in the sequence that you want, and you can go up to 99 steps, you press the sequence button again, and it starts to flash So that means we've now gone into playback mode. And you can start to see on the back wall we've now programmed a sequence of 3 steps. We can increase or decrease the speed. And we can also use the time crossfade if we wanted to fade between the various parts. Hopefully that's given you an idea how to work the basic functions of the lighting desk. If you need more information or you'd like the operating manual, you can download it from the manufacturer's website, the details of which are shown on the bottom of the screen. Thank you for watching.